So you probably remember that the staircase tower was at risk of falling off of the house. Well, we are so happy to say that we've got the engineering back, a plan in place, and we're ready to keep moving on.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you.
Good morning. The container from Alberta arrived. If you missed the episode from a few weeks back, we brought you along as we packed up the life we left behind when we first moved into the RV nearly 5 years ago. We loaded everything into the container, it got picked up, and made it all the way back to the East Coast. So ideally, we wanted to have it positioned equally between the big shipping container that we installed last year, as well as the workshop. The reason being is when we're sorting everything, we're not gonna have to be running all over the place. If you caught the video a few weeks ago, you know how full this container is, so we want to make the trips as easy as possible. We spent the morning unloading everything from the 40-foot bay into the workshop, so all the stuff from the RV, all of the stuff that really has a home, we've just been dumping it in there.
Yeah, so now we've got tons of room that we can put all the stuff that's going in long-term storage until the container house is finished.
Yeah.
And then we have the truck parked next to it so we can load the stuff we're taking back with us to the lake. Let's get to opening this container because I am really excited to see how everything made out on the shipment back. Do you want me to cut the tag?
Yeah, you do it. Oh. So pro tip, you're supposed to ratchet strap stuff so it doesn't lean against.
It'll keep your belongings off the door, and it'll make the door a lot easier to open.
We missed those instructions.
Didn't do that part, but
We made it.
we made it. Look at it. Wow.
It's exciting.
Okay, now the fun part begins. That's going to the lake.
Okay. It's gonna be a lot of work.
Honey, you can count on me. With you in the passenger seat, we can drive all night. On the highest shelf you
Boy.
can't reach. Hey, you can count
Home on the land.
Oh, what are you thinking?
Hmm? Do you recognize all this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Smells like Edmonton.
Smells like everything.
Come help us, boy.
Smells like the YED.
Honey, you can count on me. Never let you down.
Awkward.
You're awkward.
You're awkward. This is gonna be so nice in the basement.
Oh, yeah. Like movie night?
Yeah.
All 5 of us crawled up down there.
We're not gonna bring this down though until the basement's painted and stuff.
Then let's move it into the workshop.
You got it?
Yep.
Don't hurt yourself.
Plus, it's a little place to rest if you need a break.
Don't mind if I do. Wow. This is a lot. Break time's over.
You're setting fires too wild. Another mountain left to climb. When you wanna run away, I find a place to hide.
I don't remember them being this heavy.
We loaded them pretty solid. We've done a lot of smart projects over the years, but this has to take the cake.
Bring it on back.
No, just this building.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how accessible is this? Like, we're gonna be able to quickly scan, open. Also, the cool thing about this space is, yeah, it's very full in here now, but all of this stuff is gonna be empty once the container home is like fully finished.
And then I can fill it with Christmas decorations. You did a good job picking out the building.
You did a really good job coming up with this system. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
Makes the dream work.
It's gayer each day.
I've been having like a really off few weeks because when we left Edmonton, I thought that I lost this camera in the airport. When we were unloading that just then, I said to Todd, I'm pretty sure I put the camera in there. Remember when Lacey was over and we were packing?
Do you want some wine?
Yes.
I put it away so it wouldn't get damaged, and sure enough, it was right in there. Oh my God, like, I know you guys weren't with me on this like emotional roller coaster, but I feel incredibly relieved. I can't believe it. Now I can stop being a fuddy duddy.
Is that why you've been really mean lately?
Well, I was just, yeah. Okay guys, we gotta keep going, but this is
Put it in that book bag so we don't lose it. Do you want to know the good news though?
What?
All the totes are out and it's time for furniture.
Nice.
Like we're almost done. Not really, but still.
Maybe it's a mirage, maybe I'm still sleeping.
All done?
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad.
No, unpacking was a lot easier than packing, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
But
totally.
I just gave it a quick sweep and now this is good to go. We're getting this picked up tomorrow. We still have to load all of that stuff though and bring it to the lake. There's still a bunch more stuff like the furniture in here. What we decided to do is fill this for...
Just hit my head.
You ready? You okay?
Yeah.
What we decided to do is just fill the workshop with all of the furniture that we're gonna use at the lake. So right now we don't have TVs, we don't have the couch in the basement. That's just like the temporary one for the RV. So once we do over that space, we'll bring it over. But for now, storage is perfectly fine. So feeling pretty good about it.
Exactly. All right, let's get these loaded into the truck.
Sure. So we were gonna spend the afternoon organizing all the stuff we just brought over, but we decided to just throw it in the bunkie and the garage for now because we just got an email from the engineer. The shipping container home is officially back on. But let me tell you, we have a job on our hands. We are gonna be tackling a lot of construction in the coming months, so we need to make sure we're fueling our bodies. We need to make sure we're getting everything that we need, which brings me to the sponsor of this week's video, AG1. If you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know how big of a staple this is in our daily routine. While we get most of the nutrients we need from our diet, AG1 helps fill in the gaps. With 75 vitamins, minerals, superfoods, adaptogens, it has so many functional benefits that really contribute to our overall well-being. The thing that I like most about it though is it actually tastes great. I was so worried it was gonna have that grass water, chalky, bitter taste that most green powders have. AG1 is so not like that. It's subtly sweet. It's something that I look forward to drinking. It doesn't feel like I'm doing a good thing for my body, even though I am. And I know so many of you will benefit and like it as well. So open up the camera app on your phone, scan that QR code, or click the link in the description box down below. If you do, you'll get 5 free travel packs as well as a 1-year supply of the vitamin D drops. But I'm gonna get these shaken up and we're headed back to the land.
So you probably remember that the staircase tower was at risk of falling off of the house. Well, we are so happy to say that we've got the engineering back, a plan in place, and we're ready to keep moving on, and we can tell you the full story of what was going on.
We feel just so relieved, I have to say. Like, we, at a lot of points throughout the last few months, we were worried that this was just gonna have to be scrapped, but it just goes to show, if you're patient, there is a solution to every single problem, and shout out to the experts and the engineers because without them, we wouldn't have been able to do this.
Yeah, so what happened was the back corner on both sides of the tower where it meets the house, there was a foundation issue where they didn't line up with the screw piles underneath. Somewhere between the design and engineering of the addition, the fabrication of the supports, and then the construction and installation, there was a breakdown in communication which left those 2 corners not supported and us with a tower that was going to fall off. The plan is we're going to put 2 large screw piles in, one on either side of the tower, with a beam that goes underneath that will hold that back side up. Then, to hide the new screw piles, we had to tweak the deck design. So this is why it has taken months to figure out a path forward, but we've got it. So the deck is gonna start over at the front door, wrap around the living room, go out to the pool. Where we're standing now is all going to be deck, and now we're gonna wrap around the tower and hide the screw piles on the other side. There is just one piece of the puzzle left to figure out. So originally the stone, or the siding of the tower was going to be stone. Well, that can't happen anymore.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be going with a metal product. So we're just trying to see what our options are. But in the meantime, if you're looking for some stone siding, we've got a bunch of it, I think 6 pallets of it that we can sell you at a steal of a deal.
We'll give you a good deal.
But we are also excited because we're moving back to the land. So we're very thankful to have had the lake for the winter to recharge and get our bearings and figure out a path forward.
And we do really love the lake, but this has been just such a dream for us for years.
And journey.
Yeah, we weren't anticipating loving the lake as much as we do, but it is a 25-minute drive away from here. And while we're going to spend lots of time there, we still have so many projects left that we want to tackle. The reality is, this is our baby. Like, this place has to come first. So why wouldn't we move back into the Dome? We love that place. So.
Yeah. So we're just going to be bouncing back and forth all summer. It's going to be busy, but we're going to do some work here, some work over there, maybe try and squeeze in some time for relaxing. But yeah, for now, we're just going to head over to the Dome. The car is still full of all of our clothes and food and stuff, and we're just going to make it home again. Dome, sweet Dome.
Yeah, we've got an early rise tomorrow. We're kicking construction off, so yeah, we'll see you there. Good morning. We are so excited for this delivery and to start the first big project of the container home. We've got Dumpy back, who you may remember helped us build the foundation for the Geodesic Dome. If you remember last summer when we built this deck, it sloped, so the water will naturally flow off of the deck, but the wooden deck that we're building on top, we needed to have each of these cut. This is perfectly level. The problem is it won't fit underneath that door. So if we don't recut all of these boards to fit underneath properly, then when we put the finished deck boards over top, it will be higher than the door. So every time you come out on the deck, you would stub your toe, which obviously is not gonna work. So we got the table saw and we're gonna cut these up.
Yeah, so there's the gap you got over there.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
No, it wouldn't take long to zip a little bit off of these.
Okay. With the template, I can be drawing them onto the boards for you.
Sure, yeah. That's probably not going to dry off today.
At least then if we put the leaf blower on it, it gets all the water off and it will dry if it's not
Oh yeah,
raining.
like we should have all that sawdust and everything going.
Yeah, okay, I'll go get that.
Something good, something to believe in.
We could probably use those deck screws up here in the end where it's not very thick.
Do you want me to pass you pieces so you can just keep doing that for?
Sure. Like if you want to get them roughly in the area as he's marking them, you saw what side they go on, right?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
just put them all on this side.
So like that?
Yeah. Like that side goes to the south, the yellow line.
I'm floating, never come down, starting to believe it's something I can chase. Now I wanna believe.
I'm just thinking like where we're not the same height, where this is a little bit low. Like if we had it boarded in and then just set a board on top of it.
I think we're overthinking this corner because realistically it's probably going to be like a sectional in here and you're not going to see any of this anyway.
We'll just picture frame.
Just that that one piece.
Yeah, like this piece here going down around, we'll miter that, take it up and miter it and bring it back into the house over here in the
Yeah,
corner.
so like this, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That works.
Which actually, I think visually will look good because the railing is only going to be...
That's right, that's where
on
the railing
picture
is.
frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
Why do here?
it will look symmetrical.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm sure we'll find a project though that'll go a little bit quicker. It'll be more standard.
I don't know. All right, so we finally finished putting down all of the... What are those things called?
I don't know. I've been calling them joists, but
They're not
Dumpy's
that.
been calling them like sleepers or sweepers or something. I don't know. This is why we need help building the house.
Yeah, so anyway, we've got all of those down and now the deck is actually level. You may remember we already have the top deck completely waterproof and membraned, but because we screwed all of those pieces in, we need to make sure that we have another membrane over top of that so that all of the screw holes don't
Let water into the roof. So we're gonna figure out the best way of rolling this. We're stuck if it's gonna be to just roll it across the whole area or to do strips down the sleeper sweeper joists.
I hope you're learning something from this video. And if you're not, that's okay too.
Have to try and get all that dust off it in order for that to stick.
So this is what we're gonna do, Ty. Cut them in sections like this.
Yeah.
Like every second blue line. And then just like 3 across and go back.
And like overlap them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would work perfect. Oh, wow, not what I pictured.
No.
Yeah. See, worst about on that rolled roofing, it's probably gonna take a lot.
Yeah.
Got sunshine. It's okay. It's alright.
How does it seem?
I got a funny feeling we're not gonna have good luck with it sticking to the
I do too.
rolled roofing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cut a narrow strip and put on the top, and it could overhang a little bit.
Yeah.
Brighter when you say hello. Got sunshine. It's okay. It's alright.
Got it on?
Yeah.
Nice.
How are you finding it?
Good. A lot of like little things to figure out along the way, but
Yeah. I actually am really enjoying today.
it's been good.
Yeah, there's like a lot of problems we've been solving on the fly and just kind of rolling with it, but
And it's been fun, no stress.
no stress, carefree. It does kind of suck though. Our plan for this, so this paint stuff that we were rolling on was meant to put a membrane over top and all these little screws to protect the water from going in underneath this membrane, but turns out it's not as sticky as they said it would be. So we're coming up with a different plan, but
Yeah,
we're just rolling with it.
exactly. And at least we have that other plan figured out and we know where to get the material
Yeah.
and it's local. So we're doing what we can for today, and then tonight we'll do a supply run.
Yeah.
Get what we need for tomorrow and keep going.
Yeah, so now we're doing like sort of the picture frame part around the edge.
Yeah, kind of closing it in so you can't see all the rough cuts. And then, yeah, it's just gonna look really nice and finished from down on the ground.
I'm really excited.
Yeah,
You can see it coming together. It's been a long day, but we're getting it done. So.
yeah. Maybe this time tomorrow we'll be able to crack a glass of wine on the deck.
I'm sure there will be one going tonight.
You're
Probably.
having too many now, you gotta work tomorrow.
This isn't our first time drinking before work.
How's that look down there?
Good.
You want me to just start tacking it in?
Yep.
Need a screw? Yeah. I'm gonna set you down and help them out.
Got sunshine. It's okay. It's alright. Don't be so shy. All day, all night. Got sunshine. It's okay.
Nacho, nacho, nacho. You say nacho, I say nacho. Let's go have some nachos. Oh.
That's all we can do on that one.
It's okay. It's alright. Don't be so shy.
Who's coming up?
Who's coming out?
Who's coming up for Snuggle?
Oh. Are you a scary boy?
Scary?
Oh.
No, you're not scary. You're not.
Don't kiss me when I'm fighting.
Don't kiss me!
Don't kiss me when I'm all whipped up. Meanwhile, Abby's just like, can we go to bed?
They smell so good.
They do smell really nice. Oh, thanks, love.
Yeah.
Oh, they look so good.
They smell good, eh?
They smell really good. I'm excited.
Gonna dive into them?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, good night.
Got a good thing coming, and it's all I need. Everything I wanted is in front of me. Stuck it up in the down, sun is shining over me. I got a good thing coming. Just wait and see.
Yeah, you can see here that we're,
Don't crooked.
yeah. So what we'll do is,
To be fair, we're gay. We're not very good at straight things.
see how far we're off the line there a little bit?
Oh yeah.
See, the boards themselves aren't perfectly straight.
Yeah.
Like, see,
Yeah.
you're tight there, and then you got a gap and a gap. So, I mean, you can see how it's easy to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that normal though? For
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just lumber.
There ain't nothing like this right here. Got me seeing things crystal clear. So high, I can fly from all. It's gonna lift me up. There's a fire underneath my feet. Got me rolling like a river deep. Let it flow, 'cause I know that my soul's gonna lift me up. Got a good thing
It's so cool to see it. I know it might seem weird. It's just a rooftop deck, but it's huge to us. Like, this is us moving on again. Like, it has been so long. This project has had so many starts and stops and starts and stops and twists and turns and ups and downs. And finally, I feel like we're just in a good headspace, we have a good vision, and we have someone that we trust helping us with this. And yeah, it may be slow and steady, but I know we are going to win this race. And that rooftop deck is proof of it, and it's the first lap of the race, but yeah, it just looks so good. I can't wait to get some chairs up there, maybe a little barbecue and a margarita machine, and just kind of like take in the sunset, the gardens. It's gonna be just really, really awesome to be moving again.
So we ended up bringing up a little too much wood, so I'm gonna throw it back down. You ready for some wood?
Ready.
What's the size of that big glass?
66. So it'll be a half one.
66?
Yeah.
This is too tight. It's only half inch, so I like to see 2.5 to 3 inches. We might be better off to send that back and get some 60-inch glass. But yeah, I think that's probably what we should do with that. Maybe just
Hold off and do it right. Because I guess if we're gonna screw them all in and then screw them out to, what's going through your brain? I can see it running.
I'm just annoyed.
oh god, don't get annoyed over this.
Yeah, we got a lot more.
I just wanted it done today. Like, I don't want to have to pick back up on it, but can't do anything about it.
No, I gotta leave early anyway. I gotta go for a haircut. I got an appointment to get my haircut.
Didn't want to say anything when you were looking a little shaggy.
We gotta look good for the camera.
Yeah, I should have brought my clippers. We cut each other's hair.
Oh, do you?
I think we need to take off a lot. So it was looking kind of touch and go there for a bit if the glass was gonna work, but turns out it is. So sorry, it's a little loud. We're just gonna cut the metal pieces that go in between each of the railings, and then the glass will fit.
You said my word up.
One down, 6 to go.
It looks really good.
It does.
Now you got a job cleaning.
That's not included.
Good morning. So we didn't get to finishing the rooftop deck yesterday. We got one piece of glass on, got super comfortable with how it works and what we're doing, but we're gonna tackle it today. We're gonna get it done. I'm loving how it's looking, so.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. It's also, we were saying, it's just very motivating to keep going now that we're moving again, and it just feels, I don't know, like a huge weight has been lifted.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So Dumpy's just getting here now.
Yeah, it's a little late.
Yeah.
2 minutes late.
2 minutes late, come on now.
It is, you know you're late when we're here first.
We actually had to convince him. We were like, can we switch today's start time to 8? He's a 7:30 a.m. kind of guy.
Not us.
No, we are not.
8 o'clock's even pushing it.
Yeah.
Like, we can be up and like going, we just can't be working.
Yeah. We need to have a coffee. We need to ease into the day.
We need to take the boys for a walk. Then we have to have another coffee.
Sit at the beach for a little while.
Figure out our life. Morning.
How are ya?
Your hair looks good?
Yeah, get her shaved.
Nice. All the railings are good to open, right? We're going with them?
The 6-footers too?
Yeah. Bothers me, I haven't seen that turtle again.
This one's weird. It comes wrapped in plastic.
Extra protection. Always wrap it for protection. That's sex ed with Todd. I don't think it really fits.
Okay, yeah. All right, we were right.
That's how I like to start my day.
Yep.
Careful how often you say that to him.
It's hard being right all the time, but someone has to do it.
Go straight to that.
Okay, I'm in. And we go up first, right?
Yep.
Okay. 2 sections.
And you know, I think there are pieces too that will go in here. It probably wouldn't hurt to have them because if anybody steps on that, it's going to push that right off.
If someone steps on it, I'll just break their leg.
Yeah.
You break my glass, I break your leg.
I don't know what you all think, but this was a really good decision. And I can't remember if we mentioned this or not, but our original plan was to do wood on the top and then have little black spindles. But the cool thing is, having it this way, we're going to be able to enjoy the view of the pond, the whole property. We'll be able to see the solar panels from up here while keeping it safe. Do you find spindles are more work?
Oh yeah, they would be.
Yeah.
I was right. Twice already. The sun's not even up.
Wow.
Can you imagine though if we had this whole like living room and stuff was supposed to be part of this rooftop deck? Like it would have been
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's all supposed to be deck?
in the original design, yeah. Like it would have been overkill.
It would have been a big deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
Like this is a big enough deck as it is, I think.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Looks really good though.
Really good. Wow.